So lucky about that. I have gotten a phone call. It feels like whenever you make a recording, people just up and want to fucking call you. But it is what it is. Your ass is getting denied in the spirit. 2 Timothy 4 verse 2. Preach the word, be in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Okay. Somebody give this guy a doctrine. Dia, inside joke. Didachi doctrine, instruction, the act or the matter. Yeah, because going inside and outside is part of the doctrine. Showing you IUIC don't got the whole doctrine. That's why they're teaching fucking hell. That's why they're not talking about the MOT to the B. Okay, that's why you have the Deacon Ithun going on the Elder Apostle Tahara's lessons every couple fucking weeks talking shit. Because he doesn't got the doctrine, man. Okay. Even though, Nate used to teach the whole truth, at the point in time where the truth was at. Okay. Where had to download at that moment. Okay, he don't teach it now, man, because he's worth what, 150 million, 150 million, 150 trillion. He done sold out, man. Okay, he done took bribes. Okay, found among my men is found among my people are wicked men. Okay, they lay snares, traps, nets, and that's Nate. Nate's a snare and a trap and a net to Jacob. He's fishing too, but he's just fishing for the wrong crowd. He's not fishing for the teaching that which is taught, doctrine teaching concerning something, the act of teaching instruction in religious assemblies of Christians to speak in the way of teaching in distinction from other modes of speaking in public. Oh, so you're supposed to, hold on. I didn't even know I was in religious assemblies of Christians, and the original Christians are who? Israelites. They're first called Christians in Antioch. Right, the apostles first called Christians in Antioch, disciples, right, to speak in the way of teaching in distinction from other modes of speaking in public. Ooh, so that's a distinction right there. That is distinction of what? Great Millstone and the rest of these groups. They don't go out there during the winter time. That's a distinction in teaching in public, in a public place. All right, which is what the glory, the highways and byways, the book of Proverbs 1. And the whatever, that was the action transition right there, man. Not gonna lie. It's Proverbs 1 verse 20. Wisdom cried without; she uttered her voice in a chief place of concourse. If it'll load, now I have my sword. Okay, it loaded. Wisdom cried without; she uttered her voice in the street. She cried in a chief place of concourse and opening the gates. In the city, she uttered her words, saying, and say, let's see that word chief place. Ra'ash head. Okay, of concourse. Concourse is a hama. To murmur by indication of a great commotion or tumult, to rage, to war, to moan, to clamor. Clamorous, coarse, cry aloud, spare not. All right, and no matter what the season is, no matter what you're going through, you got to chase this word. Okay, you got to teach this doctrine in the public's eye, because Jake then will not have an excuse. Jake, of course, will never have an excuse, but because the prophets out here, okay, Jake don't got an excuse. And you're really a prisoner. You're supposed to do this. You're in chains until YAHAWASHI gets back and frees you from these chains. You made an agreement with the Lord to head out to the highways and byways. Okay? If you break that agreement, the Lord said, well, he doesn't take, he don't like making vows with a fool who don't fucking pay. Ephesians 3 verse 1, for this cause I, Paul, the prisoner of YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, for you Gentiles. Okay? And that's not necessarily the one I want. Prisoner. I hate that word. Let's say this Philemon 1 verse 1. Paul, a prisoner of YAHAWASHI. Okay, so that's the point 1. And look at that word prisoner. It's a diasmos. In bonds, prisoner, a captive. What are you captive to? This word. You're captive to the doctrine. You're captive in order to do the work of YAHAWASHI until he gets back. Did not Paul say he's fought the good fight of faith as he realized he was about to leave the earth? And we should be doing the same thing. You should be fighting all the way to the end, to the 12th round. This is because Paul didn't let nothing stop him, man. Nothing. Okay, not no damn cold weather. And we'll read it. This is 2 Corinthians 2 verse 23. Are they ministers of Mashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more in labors more abundant, in stripes above measure. Paul said, look, I got stripes. Or stripes, it should be like, beating, blow, yeah, because why? The apostles got beat, and when they got thrown in prison, they got beat. What did they do? They continued to keep on praising the Lord, because they understood that what YAHAWASHI told them that's going to happen, and the Lord told us the same exact thing. So when you're getting your ass walk down to the guillotine and Esau slap you in the back of the head, just put a smile on your face because you understand that what? That's an automatic crown, bro. All right? You know? You got fake a couple of tears. No, don't do it. Don't push the button. You know, your money like, oh, come on, nigga. Come on, Greg. You know? It says, are they ministers of Hamashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more, and labors more abundant, and stripes above measure, and prisons more frequent, and deaths oft. Of Jews 5 times I received 40 stripes, save one. Could have been during the wintertime. We don't know. Hey, but Paul was speaking out there in the glory during the wintertime, taking trips. Paul's taking trips. All right? Church to church, taking trips. Thrice was I beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. Thrice I was shipwrecked. A night and a day I have been in the deep. And journeying often in perils of water, and perils of robbers, and perils of mine own countrymen, and perils by the heathen, and perils in the city, and perils in the wilderness, and perils in the sea, and perils among false brethren, and weariness and painfulness, and watching often, and hunger and thirst, and fasting often, and cold and nakedness. Besides those things that are without, that which come upon me daily, the care of all the churches. Which is what? For you to fucking teach, bro. If you care about the church, you should be teaching. See? See? So, I just thought it was pretty funny when I seen that comment. And as first time popped in my mind, I was like, oh, damn. He's right. IRC ain't gonna be out there in a couple weeks. So, yeah, with that, I just want to say Shalom and Kal Halayim La YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and let those videos edifying, and let you enjoyed it. Akim, Shalom.